A fairly common question among teachers who are beginning to consider differentiation to learn about it in a formal kind of way is, boy, there's a lot there. How do I get going? What do I do first? And I think the most honest answer to that is teachers are not any more alike than kids are. And some teachers get a big picture and they say, wow, see how I can change everything over the course of the next month. And I'm going to do this and then this, and it'll all fit together and it's wonderful. And other folks are looking for a very tiny little first step. I think what matters is that we start, not that we start in any particular way. And it's an odd kind of thing with the classroom. I think we understand that Tiger Woods wasn't born with the golf club in his hand, hitting holes in one the first day he was out. He's become wonderful because he's practiced longer and harder than anybody else and brought his talent out that way. Somehow in teaching, we think we're supposed to get it all right next week or get it all right the first day, and if we can't be wonderful, then we just sort of give it up and quit. And clearly that never helps us grow, and it'll never help our students. So what matters is that we start, not where we start. But having said that, I think a pretty good way to start slowly is to spend some time, a month, a marking period, just studying your students. Watch them more than you ever have before. Take some notes in a systematic way. Use sticky notes when you go around the classroom observing, and see what signals they give you about what they need. Or just start with pre-assessment. Develop a simple pre-assessment, but one that really aligns with what the student should know, understand, and be able to do. And give that pre-assessment to the students when the unit begins. You'll find they're all over the place. May not know what to do about that, but you'll have a little impetus to start thinking about it. And if we just pre-assessed in front of every unit for 2 or 3 or 4 units, I think we'd find ourselves naturally not so much saying there's this mysterious thing called differentiation, where in the book does it tell me how to start, but I see students with this need and here's a way I can get at it. Another thing teachers worry about with differentiation when they begin is this must be the most time-consuming thing in the world. I just don't know how I could possibly do anything with so many parts. And the truth is there are many very small things you can do that make a great difference for students. Would make a huge difference for most of our kids if we built in time every day or two to sit down with a group of 5 or 6 kids for 10 minutes to pick their brains, see where they are, extend something, reteach something in a different way than the one that didn't work the day before. That one simple thing, which takes almost no planning time, could make a very big difference. It's not so hard sometimes to be able to say, you know what, I've got some kids who are stuck on this and some others who need some work here. There's a way I could assign 2 homework assignments. Many times our homework's not something we generate, it's in a book or something anyhow. And sometimes that would give kids a chance to patch potholes, to move ahead. So kind of a nice formula, I think, for thinking about starting if you're serious about it, is to choose maybe 3 or 4 of those low preparation things like meeting with small groups in the classroom. And use those regularly, every week, use them. And then every marking period, develop one higher prep strategy, like a learning contract or a tiered lesson or a raft assignment or something that you invent on your own. And if you did that for a full year, you'd have 3 or 4 low prep things that were absolutely second nature to you. You'd have 4 high quality, high prep things. And then you come in for year 2. Remember again, Tiger Woods didn't get it after the first year of practice. And so you take out the 3 or 4 low prep things you had and add 3 or 4 more low prep to that. Each marking period, pull out the one high prep thing from the time before and polish it a little bit and create one more high prep piece. End of that year, you've got 8 high prep things that are pretty good and 6 or 8 low prep things. If you did that for 5 years, you'd really have a repertoire, but more to the point, it would begin to feel natural to you and it would not sink your ship. Teaching is really not a sprint, it's a marathon. And you can't sprint the whole 100 miles, you really have to kind of pace yourself. What we don't want to do is say, if I can't do it all perfectly, I just won't do anything. So starting is what really matters most, I think.